It's finally happening. The date is October 30th, 2025. This morning, millions of people woke up thinking it was just another ordinary day. They made coffee, got ready for work, checked their phones, and went about life under a sky that seemed the same as always. But the truth is, the sky has changed. Something powerful has awakened above us. Tonight, the moon carries a rare energy, something Earth hasn't felt in years. Most won't notice it. They'll glance up, see the light, and move on. But a few, those who are sensitive, intuitive, or spiritually awake, will feel it deeply. This moon reveals truth. It brings to light what's been hidden and clears what no longer belongs in your life. It's not just another night. It's a turning point. So stay with me. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and write "I'm ready" in the comments. Because tonight, we're witnessing something rare, an event that hasn't happened in a long time. The energy surrounding October 30th marks a major shift in the universe. Astrologically, the moon connects with Regulus, the heart of the lion. It's a symbol of courage, truth, and self-belief. When this alignment happens, it inspires people to rise, to stop hiding, and to trust their own voice again. It's a call for the brave to move forward, and for the uncertain to finally believe in themselves. Tonight's energy acts like a doorway. It closes what no longer serves you and opens the path for what's been waiting to begin. The future responds to that choice. Right now, the universe is guiding many into a higher state of awareness. Old lessons are completing. Past connections that once taught strength or patience are beginning to fade. This isn't loss, it's preparation. A clearing of energy to make room for truth, peace, and direction. Around October 30th, a spiritual doorway opens. It marks the end of certain karmic cycles, the lessons that helped shape who you are. You may feel changes in relationships, goals, or what once felt safe. Don't resist it. This is renewal. Life is clearing space for new connections that align with your higher path. What once drained you is being replaced with clarity and balance. This isn't random. It's part of a greater plan your soul agreed to long before this lifetime. Growth doesn't happen by chance. It unfolds by design. If you're hearing this, you're already aligned with that shift. This moon event is an initiation, a spiritual reset for those ready to rise. Old timelines are closing. New ones are forming through your choices, actions, and awareness. The universe is saying, "You're ready." It doesn't ask for perfection, only honesty. The message is simple. Trust that what's leaving has served its purpose, and what's coming next will finally feel right. Over the next hours, emotions may rise unexpectedly. You might feel pulled between peace and restlessness, between wanting to pause and wanting to act. It can feel like everything's changing at once, yet deep inside, you'll know this change is necessary. The energy moving through October 30th opens emotional layers that haven't been touched in a long time. It's not chaos, it's cleansing. The universe is helping your heart release what's been held for too long. You may feel sudden waves of emotion, sadness followed by calm, or laughter that comes from nowhere. This is healing in motion. The body releases before the mind understands. Tears might appear without reason. Memories may resurface, old faces, places, or words returning for closure. These are not setbacks, they're signs of completion. Each memory comes to be acknowledged, thanked, and released. Once seen, it becomes wisdom. Some may feel more awake than usual or struggle to fully rest. Don't worry, this isn't a problem. Your energy is realigning. Your body is adjusting to higher awareness. Trust the process. It's not exhaustion, it's renewal. And when the energy settles, you'll feel lighter, clearer, and more connected than ever. During this moon event, emotions act as messengers. Anger shows where boundaries are needed. Sadness clears space for something new. Excitement reveals what's waiting to be explored. None of this is random. Every feeling carries information about who you are becoming and what your spirit is ready to experience next. This process can feel lonely at times, but you're not alone. Around the world, countless people are moving through the same release, guided by the same invisible rhythm. These emotional waves are not signs of weakness, they're signs of alignment. The more you let emotions flow without judgment, the faster balance returns. Transformation doesn't always arrive with calmness. Sometimes it feels like restlessness, old memories, or sudden emotions rising from nowhere. But as the days after this moon unfold, clarity begins to take shape. The energy that once caused confusion starts to organize into purpose. Trust that the universe never clears what it doesn't plan to replace with something stronger. What follows after October 30th is stability, strength, and a lighter way of living. Every emotional wave is part of that transition, a reminder that your heart knows exactly how to heal. Many people right now are facing parts of themselves they once kept hidden. It's as if the universe is holding up a mirror, asking for honesty, not as punishment, but as preparation. The days around October 30th carry a special kind of clarity. They reveal truths that can no longer stay in the background. You might revisit choices, reactions, or fears you thought were long gone. But this isn't regression, it's refinement. The past returns not to haunt, but to heal. This period marks a turning point. The unseen layers of the self are rising into the light. Every emotion that surfaces, every discomfort that lingers, is guiding you toward understanding. Each one invites you to look closer at what still holds weight in your heart. Whether it's guilt, jealousy, or doubt, every emotion appears as a teacher, offering lessons that were never fully learned before. When accepted, these lessons transform the very energy that once caused struggle. Ancient mystics often spoke of the double world within us, one of light, one of shadow, each reflecting the other. The mind is challenged to see both without judgment. The darker side isn't evil, it's simply unexpressed, misunderstood. Facing it brings balance. Avoiding it only extends the cycle. That's why moments like this are sacred turning points in the soul's evolution. The inner storm doesn't destroy, it reveals truth. During this phase, emotional honesty becomes your greatest power. Pretending everything is fine keeps the wound open, but speaking your truth begins to close it. Reflection, silence, and creativity become tools of transformation. The real alchemy happens quietly, through courage, through tears, through the willingness to see what was once denied. Each person walking this path now carries the chance to end old karmic threads, patterns that shaped past relationships, fears, or self-worth. This is how karma dissolves, through awareness, not punishment. The universe isn't keeping score, it's offering freedom. The more authentic you become, the lighter life feels. October 30th acts as a spiritual checkpoint. Its energy tests your commitment to growth and authenticity. It brings your lessons into sharper focus, so truth can finally replace illusion. You might find yourself facing familiar challenges again, but this time you'll see them with wiser eyes. The purpose isn't to relive the pain, it's to respond differently and move forward free of it. By facing the shadow, your spirit deepens. By choosing honesty, peace becomes possible. Each acknowledgement is a release. Each release, an awakening. What once felt like darkness turns into gold when met with courage. These are the days when your inner and outer worlds begin to align, when the unseen self steps fully into the light and calls it home. October 30th arrives as a marker in time, a moment when the unseen rearranges itself around purpose. The air feels sharper. Conversations carry hidden meanings. Decisions made now ripple further than expected. Many will realize they're no longer drawn to the same routines or people. The energy of life is being redesigned from the inside out. It's not chaos, it's clarity. The universe is trimming away what no longer matches the person being born through awareness. What's happening now is a deep realignment of frequency, the kind that resets priorities and awakens quiet confidence. Old distractions lose their power because your inner compass has shifted direction. Those who once doubted their intuition are beginning to hear it clearly. It no longer whispers, it guides. The days surrounding this moon feel charged with invisible movement, a sense that something deep within has clicked into place, preparing the way for a new chapter. Many traditions describe moments like this, when the human spirit finally catches up with its higher design. The energy moving now is recalibrating identity itself, reminding each soul of why they came here. Not just to survive, but to build, to rise, to remember. The outside world may look the same, but perception is changing. Colors, timing, even silence feel different. Choices carry new weight, pulling you closer to truth or pushing you from it. And that difference is unmistakable. This awakening isn't a single flash of enlightenment. It's an unfolding, a gentle revelation of strength and awareness that grows over time. The mind may question, but the heart already knows the path. Relationships might shift, goals could transform, old habits may naturally fall away. That's not loss, it's evolution. The frequency you hold determines what life mirrors back. And right now, that mirror is reflecting potential, not limitation. As this realignment continues, emotions and insights will come in waves, not to overwhelm, but to fine-tune your energy. You begin to sense the edges of who you truly are, beyond fear, beyond conditioning. The more truth you accept, the more grounded and magnetic your energy becomes. It's like the soul is remembering its original tone, restoring harmony between thought, action, and purpose. This awakening is collective, yet deeply personal. Each of us stands at a crossroads to step fully into this higher vibration or cling to an identity that no longer fits. It takes courage, not the loud kind, but the quiet kind that chooses honesty even when comfort calls louder. By the time October 30th passes, something inside will have shifted. The filters of fear and comparison begin to fade. What takes their place is clarity. The knowing that power was never outside of you. It was always waiting to be reclaimed within. The awakening has already begun, not as a promise, but as a living experience shaping each moment forward. Right now, something vast is taking form through every thought, word, and action. It's not chaos. It's intelligence unfolding, guiding all toward a shared awakening. Every personal breakthrough adds to an invisible momentum that's beginning to change the rhythm of the world. What once divided is dissolving into understanding, into the memory of unity beneath the noise of separation. The energy of October 30th acts like a turning key. This moon event signals renewal not only for individuals, but for the collective field of consciousness. Decisions made in these hours ripple outward, touching unseen networks of awareness. Every act of compassion, every moment of forgiveness activates a thread in the planetary web, realigning pathways that have slept for generations. Those who once moved through life half-aware are now awakening to their influence, their responsibility, and their quiet power to shift the collective story. This is not a time for retreat. It's a call to embodiment. The inner work done in silence now seeks expression through kindness, courage, and creation. The human field is tuning itself. This adjustment can be felt in the collective heart. Even the smallest acts of authenticity send waves further than we can imagine. Consciousness has reached a threshold, and what happens next depends on how each person responds to truth over comfort, to awareness over avoidance. For centuries, mystics and visionaries have spoken of a time when humanity would rise beyond division. That time isn't coming someday, it's already here. The line between the personal and the planetary is dissolving. Every moment of awareness strengthens the whole. Each limiting belief overcome, every act of empathy extended, shifts the frequency that connects us all. This transformation no longer belongs to a few. It belongs to everyone willing to align thought with heart and action with integrity. What feels like confusion or fatigue is actually the stretching of perception. The mind is learning to hold a wider view, to move between the material and energetic worlds at once. This isn't escape from reality, it's expansion within it. This shift teaches the spirit to hold multiple truths without conflict, to see that growth isn't destruction, but evolution. What feels unstable is simply deeper order taking shape. Old systems of control and fear can't survive in rising frequency. They dissolve because truth makes them unnecessary. This isn't rebellion, it's realignment, the natural outcome of awareness becoming undeniable. The revolution happening now is inward, but deeply practical. It changes how we communicate, create, and define worth. It pulls focus back to what connects us, not what separates. In this higher consciousness, collaboration becomes natural. The urge to dominate fades, replaced by the desire to contribute. Humanity is remembering that true strength is not separation, it's synergy. This awakening isn't about being perfect, it's about being present, real, honest, and willing to grow. The goal isn't to escape the world, but to illuminate it from within. The moon event of October 30th acts like a frequency stabilizer, aligning many streams of awareness into one unified rhythm. Those who felt lost or scattered may finally sense that a deeper order has been forming all along, steady, patient, and ready to rise. Time itself may begin to feel different. Days blending together, intuition sharpening, synchronicities multiplying. None of it is random. These are markers that consciousness is syncing with new coordinates. Each generation adds a distinct note to the growing symphony of awareness. This one carries the vibration of awakening, not through resistance, but through remembrance. It remembers what was forgotten, that the world is not something to conquer, but something to harmonize with. The future isn't waiting somewhere ahead, it's being shaped right now, through the energy each person sends into the collective field with their attention, emotion, and intention. In this rising frequency, human connection becomes the real currency. Every shared insight, every act of compassion multiply far beyond its origin. People are realizing that unity doesn't mean sameness, it means coherence, a recognition that diversity strengthens the whole. The awakening happening now isn't only spiritual, it's emotional, social, and planetary. It's the beginning of living as one consciousness expressed through many forms. The transition may look uneven. Some awaken quickly, others more gradually. But all are part of the same current of change. There's no hierarchy in awakening, only resonance. Those who hold clarity become anchors, helping others rise with ease. Each act of courage adds to the collective light. Each moment of awareness strengthens the field. The deeper purpose of this shift isn't to escape the world, but to re-enchant it, to see beauty where fear once ruled, to build systems based on contribution instead of competition, to remember that when the human mind and heart align, they become the most transformative force on the planet. What begins as inner evolution culminates in planetary ascension, not an escape, but an upliftment, where consciousness becomes self-aware through humanity itself. Right now, the transformation is accelerating. People are awakening not in isolation, but in harmony. The same pulse that moves through one soul moves through millions. It doesn't matter who understands it, it matters who lives it. Those living from truth are building the invisible architecture of a new world, one founded on awareness, cooperation, and compassion. Every choice made with integrity strengthens the grid of connection forming between hearts. Every refusal to act from fear dismantles old structures. Even if not everyone sees it yet, the shift is irreversible. Consciousness has crossed the point of no return, moving steadily toward illumination. The question is no longer when change will come, but how deeply each person will embody it. Momentum is building in ways that words can barely describe. What once felt distant is materializing in real time, in choices, relationships, and awareness. The energy set in motion by the October 30th moon continues expanding like a subtle frequency through countless hearts. It's guiding humanity toward a shared awakening that no institution can stop. This change isn't loud or forced, it's steady, intelligent, and unstoppable. Every breakthrough adds to the wave of collective clarity. As more people choose authenticity over fear, the shared vibration stabilizes. It becomes easier to speak truth, to act fairly, to create from love instead of scarcity. These aren't small acts. They are powerful shifts in human potential. Invisible threads of connection are lighting up, transmitting understanding faster than words can. Compassion is spreading like a chain reaction, rewriting what it means to live consciously on Earth. This planetary ascension isn't something arriving from the outside, it's awakening through humanity itself, through the courage and honesty of ordinary people choosing extraordinary awareness. The world isn't waiting for a savior, it's being reshaped by those who remember they are part of something greater than themselves. True change doesn't require grand gestures, it begins with presence. The quiet power of alignment between intention and action. As more awaken to this truth, the collective grid of consciousness grows luminous. Old illusions of division fade, unable to survive the light of truth. Separation, once the root of conflict, begins to lose its hold. People start recognizing themselves in one another, not symbolically, but experientially. A revolution of awareness takes hold, empathy becomes natural, and unity feels logical, not idealistic. The physical world will soon mirror this shift. Creative communities will form, not built on hierarchy, but collaboration. Communication will evolve into transparency, guided by trust instead of control. Structures that once thrived on fear will fade because consciousness no longer fuels them. In their place, new systems emerge, rooted in wisdom, cooperation, and collective care. This isn't fantasy. It's the natural evolution of an awakened species. Each person becomes a bridge between the old and the new. Some anchor the shift through love, others through innovation, others through courage in truth. Awakening looks different for everyone because consciousness expresses itself in infinite forms. Diversity isn't an obstacle, it's proof that evolution is alive. As awareness expands, life begins to mirror that expansion. Conversations shift, priorities change, creativity accelerates. This is the age of conscious participation. It's no longer enough to know truth. It must be lived and shared. Every moment of kindness anchors awakening deeper into the collective. Every act of forgiveness dissolves another layer of fear. Through these small yet powerful choices, humanity is building a new energetic foundation, one guided by harmony, not confusion. Even challenges aren't punishments, they're recalibrations, preparing each person to hold more light without breaking. The human spirit is becoming resilient, adaptable, and luminous, capable of perceiving beyond limitation. This transition is also awakening ancient wisdom encoded within human DNA, the knowing that consciousness and creation are one. The more we remember this truth, the more easily thought and reality align. This isn't magic, it's natural law, returning to awareness after centuries asleep. As this remembrance spreads, humanity begins to operate as one vast, intelligent organism, self-aware, compassionate, and creative. The acceleration now unfolding is not chaos, it is synchronization. Systems, relationships, and personal timelines are reconfiguring themselves to align with a higher rhythm. What once felt random begins to reveal a hidden intelligence weaving through everything. Every encounter, every challenge, every moment of stillness becomes part of a greater orchestration, guiding humanity toward coherence. People may feel a pull to simplify, to clear what no longer resonates, to create space for what's real. This purification isn't punishment, it's preparation. The more unnecessary weight is released, the more the true self can emerge unobstructed. This is why so many are drawn to nature, silence, and authenticity, because the new frequency thrives in simplicity and truth. Dreams intensify, intuition heightens, and synchronicities multiply because the veil between seen and unseen is thinning. The universe is communicating more directly, not in words, but in energy, through sensations, symbols, and sudden knowing. These are not coincidences, but confirmations that consciousness is awakening to its own vast reflection. As awareness expands, time itself begins to feel fluid. The past loosens its grip, the future feels closer, and the present deepens. This temporal shift allows healing across dimensions. Ancestral wounds dissolve, karmic cycles resolve, and new potentials crystallize faster than before. Manifestation becomes not a practice, but a natural outcome of alignment. The Earth, too, is awakening. Her magnetic field, her frequency, her weather, all mirror the transformation within human consciousness. The planetary and the personal are inseparable. Each heartbeat, each thought, subtly influences the collective field. As people remember their connection to the Earth, they begin to move with her instead of against her. Harmony replaces extraction, and stewardship replaces dominance. Technology, creativity, and spirituality are beginning to merge into a single stream of intelligence. Innovation will soon be guided by empathy rather than exploitation, by unity rather than profit. The coming era is not post-human, but fully human, where technology amplifies consciousness instead of distracting it. This phase of awakening calls for integration. The challenge is not to escape the world, but to infuse the world with awareness. The marketplace, the home, the classroom, all are temples for conscious living. Enlightenment is no longer reserved for mountaintops. It is meant for cities, communities, and digital spaces where humanity connects. Each person who chooses authenticity becomes a transmitter of coherence. Their energy stabilizes others nearby, silently encouraging alignment. One grounded, compassionate human can balance the frequency of thousands lost in fear. This is the quiet revolution, transformation through presence, not persuasion. In this growing network of awakened hearts, competition gives way to contribution. The desire to be better than dissolves into the realization that everyone is part of the same evolutionary movement. Success is redefined, not as accumulation, but as alignment with purpose and joy. As the awakening deepens, art, music, and language will evolve to carry frequency rather than just form. Stories will heal, songs will activate, and beauty will become the new form of truth. The world will not end. It will transform, revealing dimensions long hidden beneath perception's veil. We stand at the threshold of a collective remembering, a point where humanity finally understands that love is not emotion, but energy, not weakness, but architecture. Every act of compassion strengthens the lattice of light surrounding the planet. Every breath taken in awareness becomes an offering to the unfolding future. The shift is not coming. It is here, pulsing through thought, emotion, and creation. The invitation now is simple: to embody the truth already known within. The moon event of October 30th symbolized the ignition of this next stage. The moment collective intention began crystallizing into action. From this point forward, change accelerates, not in chaos, but in precision. Those aligned with higher consciousness will begin manifesting synchronicities at unprecedented speed. Intuition sharpens, opportunities align, and paths once hidden reveal themselves naturally. The world begins to mirror the collective intention of those who stand in clarity. The days following the October 30th moon event ask for stillness in action, not silence, but awareness. Every word, every movement now holds weight. Life is no longer moving on autopilot. It's asking for conscious direction. Old habits that once served comfort are losing meaning, making room for deeper alignment. This is the season of refinement, to walk with presence, to speak with purpose, to choose what strengthens your frequency instead of draining it. In Hermetic wisdom, balance was the highest mastery, to be in motion, yet centered, expressive, yet calm. The same principle applies now. Every situation unfolding is a mirror, showing where energy flows freely and where it leaks. Observe without judgment. The wise do not rush transformation. They cultivate it like tending soil. The moon's energy opened a door that can't be closed, but what passes through depends on awareness. The Vedic seers taught that destiny bends to intention. A simple act, lighting a candle, cleaning your space, journaling truthfully, can shift entire timelines. Power lives in attention, not in force. The invitation now is to live deliberately, to move with clarity, and to let every small choice echo into the field of creation. The energy awakened after October 30th now asks for embodiment, to live the wisdom gathered, not only to understand it. Change is not sustained by inspiration alone. It roots through consistency each morning. Ground your focus through intention. Speak to life as if it listens, because it does. Every thought released into the universe shapes what returns. In the teachings of the old mystics, Transformation was never about escaping the world, but refining it through consciousness. They spoke of walking as both student and teacher, learning from each moment while guiding others through example. The same applies now. Every interaction becomes a field of creation. Approach it with honesty, and you strengthen the grid of awareness surrounding humanity. The indigenous keepers of wisdom remind that gratitude is the highest form of alignment. Before rest, thank the unseen for guidance. Thank challenges for sharpening truth. Thank endings for revealing direction. These acts seal energy into harmony. This is the closing phase of a greater initiation. The moon event didn't promise perfection. It offered clarity. What comes next depends on trust, in timing, in truth, and in your readiness to live as the architect of your new world. A moment like this comes rarely, a turning point disguised as an ordinary day. The shift awakened by the October 30th moon event has set new frequencies into motion, calling forward those who are meant to guide through example. The world may look unchanged, yet something permanent has moved beneath awareness. A new rhythm has begun, one that rewards courage, honesty, and alignment with truth. The time for hesitation is over. Every thought now shapes the landscape of what's next. Every act of kindness, every word spoken with integrity strengthens the collective path ahead. The universe is responding to decisiveness, to those willing to step beyond doubt and choose evolution consciously. The invitation now is simple. Walk forward with purpose. Light has never been separate from you. It's been waiting for permission to lead. Type "I rise beyond limits" in the comments as your declaration to the universe. Those words seal the intention into motion. And share this message with anyone standing at the edge of awakening. A friend, a soul searching for clarity, a heart ready to remember its strength. The transformation has already begun. Now it's about walking it fully, together, as the world awakens to its higher reflection.